Right, welcome to another day in the life video. Today we've got a combi swap to do. So it's a Worcester CDI out and it's a Worcester 4000 going in. It was coming up with intermittent EA, it's had new electrodes, it's had the bearing plate, it's had a stripped down service. The customers inherited the boiler when they bought the house 3 years ago, and it's been nothing but trouble. Normally intermittent EA is going to be like the wiring harness, but then you need a PCB with that model as well, and it just wasn't worth it. So we're going to go for a new boiler. It's already like 27 degrees and it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, so being in the loft's going to be fun, but I'm excited to use a new filter as well, an Ivar filter, and it's my first day using my new press gun that I got at the installer show as well, so let's go and have a look. So we're going to take this boiler out, swap it for a 4000, so there'll be a little bit of pipework alteration underneath, not too much. Flue, hopefully in the same place. Condenser's internal, so we'll leave that. It has got a filter, so we'll see what condition that's in. We're going to wire the Hive in. There's a wave at the moment, but we'll get rid of that. So just kill the power to it, turn the gas off, turn the water off, drain the water. So yeah, let's get started. So put the drain, connect it to the condense, that way we can test the condense, make sure that's all alright. That drains the water a bit easier because obviously we're in the loft. Test all them fittings then. Yeah, you can see this boiler's had better days, look at the state of it. I came and fixed that last year, changed the electrodes as well at the beginning of the year, and it started having intermittent EA, so it's probably this harness, it's the old harness. The new one comes in like conduit and that. Quite a common fault if it's not the bearing plate. So before we disconnect it, we just need to check it's dead. So one probe on earth, like that, and then the other across. Gonna go live, earth to live, dead, neutral to earth, one-handed, and then do neutral to LS and LR, and then do neutral across them all. Neutral. That's good, it's all dead. Try and take this out. Right, so we were lucky with that because there's a conservatory at the back bottom down there somewhere. So we'll push pull the new one and then sand and cement it in here. Now I've got to get that down the ladder. Right, now that's off. State of that. Get all these undone. 32, 24. Right, all those disconnected, undo the screws and that'll come off. Got the screws. New jig on. Literally that much to alter. It's annoying. So I already knew what they were because it was a Worcester in before, but you got PRV here, so the new one's going to come to here, but we can cut it over here, but we'll just label it PRV. Condense, kind of self-explanatory. Then we've got flow, hot, gas, cold, return. Return's got the filter on, but we're going to get rid of that. Got a new filter to go on. Excited about the new filter, to be fair. And then got a lime scale reducer as well. There's no cold main water meter, so it doesn't need a shock arrestor before the gas police get involved. Alright, so they're all cut off down there to bring them up to here. It'll be the first time using the press gun. So we'll see whether I've completely converted or not. You can tell it's the first time I'm about to use it. So got 15, 22, 28 jaws, battery charger, and the compact. Right, so cleaned all the copper fittings up. Ready for the press fittings to go on, and I'm going to put 90 bends on all the way across, so then we only use couplers across there. So if you want to use 90 bends, your pipe's in place there, you line that up, make sure it's parallel out the back, and then just mark it off on there and then cut it, and that way it'll be the right size. Right, marked it. Now let's try it out. Right, so we got a filter to go on here. I'm super excited with this one. It's the Ivar Dirt Stop. So I already got excited and opened the box, but that to a drain off, which makes it easy. And then this is it. 2 isolation valves, so you can service it. You put the drain on there, or you can put the drain on there. And then a little magnet there, but super powerful. So you can fit it at any angle as well. I think I'm gonna aim for that kind of angle. Maybe sticking out a little bit, but it's definitely a space saver. It's nice and lightweight as well. So we'll see what it looks like. Little tip to make sure you've got the right size pipe. Cut the old one out and then just cut the same one. Easier to market. Right, that's in. Nice and compact. Nice and easy. Just got to press that, and then PRV to do, condense to do, and boiler can go on. Then we'll look at the flue. Right, so press that one. That's all open, ready. See, nice and compact that. Pressed all that. Just got to take this off, put the internal filling loop in, and hook the boiler on. So my first job using press with a new press tool. I got to admit, actually quite like it. Right, that took about 25 minutes. These take about 2 minutes. Tying those up. Now we're going to go on to the flue. Right, so now we're going to turn the water on. See if my first ever press fittings hold. Clip that in. You'll hear it when he turns the tap on. I think it's filling the toilet, but it's not spraying me in the face, so that's a good start. So if we open that, should do it with a spanner ready. That side pretty good as well. Awesome. Let's open the flying returns. And the gas. I'll go and test the gas in a minute. Let's top the pressure up. I've got press fit in there. Got the Ivar filter. And then if you've got no power, there's a manual gauge there, so you can keep track. Lights gone off. Sorry. Lights come on. So good so far. Still dry. Right, so to measure the flue, pop that into place. Put the tape measure on the outside, like that. And then you'll be able to see on here where it needs to be, so it's like 35. Right, so the 35 we wanted, so that's where we're measuring to. And that's where we're finishing it, on that black bit there. Now we know that'll be the right length. And when you line it up, make sure these 2 screws are level with those 2 screws. You might need to twist it. And then screw it. Right, I use self tappers. Just avoids piloting and then piercing through. Then we're going to tape that. Take that all the way around. And because we're struggling to get to the other side, if you put the collar on, give it a bit of a stretch. Sit him in place like that, where he wants to be, and then we should be able to push pull it. There you go. And we can get the white collar. Done. There you go, that's all in. Done the screws back up. Just got to put some sand and cement around here to seal it on the inside. Weatherproof collar on the outside. So there's the flue. No chance of getting to that from outside. That's alright. Just got to wire it. Right, so usual wiring, live neutral earth, which is the power in. We've got to swap that for the cable with the power coming in. And then we're going to go down to the Hive. So we've got LS, which will go out to the Hive, and LR, which will come back to fire up for heating. Take the link out, but leave the hot water link in. Right, so live neutral earth, it's in the box. Have a cover on it. Now to wire it into the boiler. Right, so you got live neutral earth, and then you got LS, and then back on black on LR. So it goes in on 1, out on 3. Earth, LS, neutral, permanent live, LR, into there, easy. Right, so if you don't work on these much, you've got a tap symbol for LR, then you've got a radiator symbol. They sit in there like that. So you're going to take out the radiator, and then that's LS, that's LR. Just take the radiator loop out, leave the hot water loop in, and then L will go to the 1 on your Hive, and LR will be your 3. Yeah. Right, so we've done the flushing, done the flue, wired it all up. Receiver's down there purely for the reason that it's closer for the signal rather than up on the wall. Yeah, so that's all wired in. Nice tidy little filter, ideal for flushing. 19 millibar on commissioning. We're on max 9.2, it's not bad. So yeah, we're looking good. Right, so all done. Flue's all sealed. Nice finishing sticker. The Hive all connected up as well. That's the old cable for the wave. Low voltage can just be disconnected. Sparky needs to come and put a local isolator on, just like a fan isolator or something. But yeah, not bad. Look how compact that is. Looks smart. Happy with the press fittings as well. Condense internally, PRV internally. Nice. Right, so that went alright, to be fair. I hope you enjoyed the longer video as well. If you liked it, if you could like, comment and subscribe, it all helps. If I keep getting good feedback, then obviously I'll keep making them. It's not my normal videos. I normally do like shorter ones, but it is nice to do something different, and obviously if people benefit from watching them, then great. Hopefully there were some cool little tips in there as well. I know measuring the flue from the inside without having to keep going outside and stuff, and even when Like on this one, it just wasn't accessible to get outside. You know, so little tips. Overall, was impressed with the press gun. Didn't need a flame up there today. Could have definitely done without a flame, so using a press gun was pretty cool. Definitely probably a bit quicker. So yeah, looking forward to using that again. That Ivar filter, nice and compact, nice and easy to fit, ideal really. So I'll definitely be getting more of those. And yeah, so anything you want to let me know about, just drop it in the comments like people normally do. I'm sure the gas police or the plumbing police will come at me for something, so feel free to drop a comment below. And like I said, if you like the video, if you'd subscribe, it all helps. And I'll catch you on the next one. Happy days.